Today is May 23rd, and as usual, I'll take a look at the newest items in Halo Infinite store and determine whether or not they're worth your money. So it's game Magpies, I'm Magpie Leon, and let's jump straight in. This week marks the return of the Fracture Firewall event, so the store is largely themed around that. However, there is a few other things that don't really mesh with the event here. With the first thing being our daily item, the Trench Knife Chest Attachment. This is a chest piece for the Eagle Strike Core that costs 200 credits. For that price, I don't think it's too bad. I mean, it is just a knife on your chest, but it does look pretty cool. The thing is, I'm pretty sure this item is permanently available, so its appearance on the store feels kind of pointless. At this current point in time, I feel like the dailies are pointless. They've all just been things from prior seasons that are permanently available, with a few exceptions, like every now and again we'll get a new weapon set. But at this point I would prefer that the dailies just rotate between Season 3 stuff, as seeing the same things come through again and again, especially now that those things are permanently available thanks to the catalogue system. I honestly don't feel like there's any point to them. Anyway, moving on, we have another Eagle Strike set, and that is the Lead Belcher Armor set. This one costs 1,700, and before we even talk about what's here, this definitely isn't worth the price. That is ridiculous. But anyway, in the bundle, you get the Lead Belcher helmet, which is like EOD if it was born in World War II. You also get the Spelunker Light helmet attachment for the helmet, the Hazard Zone coating, the Twin Teeth utility piece, the Grognard's shoulder pads, the Knee Shovel's knee pads, and the Cloud Jumper chest piece. Alongside this, you also get the Citron Wind visor, and the Ridgeback Containment Protocol nameplate. Yeah, like I say, 1,700 for this bundle. It's definitely overpriced. The armor pieces are cool. I'm not a massive fan of Eagle Strike, if I'm being completely honest. I do think the armor pieces are cool, but 1,700 for this, definitely not worth the money. And this bundle, again, I'm pretty sure is permanently available. However, moving over to the newer stuff, we do have two different Chimera bundles that are available. But first of all, we also have the Reflex Reaction Weapon Set. This was released alongside the Flenser Armor Set originally. It was in a bundle with that. However, the weapon coatings themselves are back for 800 credits. This is definitely one of the pricier weapon bundles we've seen. It's 800 for 6 weapon coatings. For comparison, we've had other weapons that fall under the epic category, where you get the whole bundle for 700, and they tend to give you 8 or 9 of the weapon coating, whereas this is only 6. Now, the positive here is it does include the bandit rifle, but then it is missing various other weapons, so 800 here, definitely overpriced for what you're getting. And there is plenty of other red weapon coatings you can use instead. The Grendel armor set has also returned. This is basically the new Seeker, although I like how this looks much more. This was also released in the Groovy Grendel bundle originally alongside the Menachat armor set, and it's back for 1,400 credits. You get the Grendel helmet, the Inhuman Bloom armor coating, the Stardust Adaptation helmet attachment, the Icebreaker visor, which is an interesting one. You also get the Epsilon Series Augmenter shoulder pads, the Revelation Protocol chest piece, and the Series 99.4 knee pads. Overall, I do think this is a decent set, but 1,400 again is on the pricey side. The one thing I can compliment the Chimera stuff for though is that they all actually apply your coating, which is great. But still, 1,400 for the set here when it's only 8 items is a little bit pricier. Although that being said, it's still a much better deal than Lead Belcher. Realistically, I think all the armor sets on their own should cost 1,200. I think that should be the standard, unless they actually contain more to compensate for that price point. But anyway, I don't think Grendel is a terrible bundle. I'm not a massive fan of the chest piece, but I think everything else is okay. It's not a terrible set for Chimera if you're looking to drip that core out. And our final bundle this week is another Chimera armor set, and you guessed it, it is the Flenser bundle. This also costs 1,400 credits, but you actually get 9 items here rather than 8. You get the Flenser helmet, I'm not even going to pronounce the name of the shoulder pads, but you get those too. Fun fact, the texture on them is completely busted, to the point where they honestly look awful. The texture on them is completely busted. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just kind of all over the place. You also get the Compliance Protocol chest piece, which is this huge knife on your chest. Honestly, it looks really cool. You also get the Christ Knife utility, the Brink plugin wrist attachment, the Ghost Link adaptation helmet attachment, which I think can be used on all the Chimera helmets, the Trace Lines visor, and the redundant spiral armor coating. Other than the shoulders being a little busted right now, I do think this is the better deal, as the helmet attachment can be used on multiple helmets, and it also comes with 1 extra item as opposed to Grendel. However though, 1.4k for an armor set I do think is on the pricier side of things, and I'm not a massive fan of how some of the other pieces in Flenser look, mostly the helmet itself. Moving on to this week's ultimate reward, players should be able to unlock themselves the Red Line Interrupt coating, which honestly isn't too bad. It is only for the Chimera core, but I'm glad the ultimate reward actually matches with the event here, and overall, yeah, it's not a terrible ultimate. So if you're looking for an extra coating to make your Chimera core stand out a little bit, this is a solid option. And to wrap things off, we have this week's Spawn of the Week. This week's is from Whale, and it's another pretty cool Rakshasa build, something very ODST inspired using the ODST coating and the UA Sacrifice chest piece. He's also got the Atreus helmet with its attachment. Overall, very solid Spawn, very tactical looking Rakshasa build. I love the ODST theming. And the black visor complements the helmet really nicely too. And remember, if you want the chance to be featured as the Spawn of the Week, make sure to join the Discord and send a photo of your Spawn to the Share Your Spawn channel. There is obviously other benefits to being in the Discord too, like I let you know on upcoming projects and sometimes try my best to involve my community in those projects. You might remember back with the Winter Update retrospective or some of the Machinimas where I like to feature some of your spawns in those videos. And obviously every now and again we do the Spartan ranking contests whenever I reach a new milestone, so stick around for those too. Anyway, let me know if you'll be buying anything from the shop this week. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one.